The BBC are having a go. As much as I hate the BBC, this is a major development. I pointed it out with Sky, we've seen it with ITV, and now BBC are also having a go at Rachel Reeves. Now the BBC, of course, chuck out lies all the time. Labour propaganda, lefty propaganda, trans propaganda, you name it. Anything to go against the will of the majority of the people in this country, and the BBC will chuck it out there because they have the licence fee, what's left of it, so they don't believe they have to produce any decent content because they think they'll always have a guaranteed income. But this is what was announced on Talk this morning.
Reeves, this has just flashed up. The BBC's now having a go. Rachel Reeves misled the BBC in the run-up to the budget. The corporation's political editor Chris Mason has just said he concluded that Miss Reeves withheld vital information from voters when she laid the ground for tax rises. Nigel Farage, when the BBC come for you, you're not doing great, are you?
No, you're not. And the BBC should know about misleading. They've been doing it for decades. So if they've called it out, then I tell you what, for Chris Mason to say that, that is a big pitch.
So the BBC, after peddling shite about the budgets, probably saying how wonderful Reeves was, etc. I don't actually watch the BBC, but this is the kind of crap they will have come out with, has now been forced to blame the government for misleading them for the shite they've put out to try and save their own skins. That's essentially what's happening here. So the BBC can turn around to the public and go, oh, don't blame us for the crap that we put out. It was the government. They told us. What I would say, of course, coming back at the BBC for that, is say, well, actually, why don't you try being journalists instead of government propagandists, instead of swallowing all the Labour lines without even questioning anything they say, and then you might not get things so wrong all of the time. There's no voters now that Labour can rely on. Just look at the polling. There's no group of voters that they can rely on. The only people they could rely on was the mainstream media to peddle their crap. And now even the mainstream media, as we've seen with numerous examples, including, by the way, that toilet paper, The Guardian, turning on Labour and completely having a go at them. The only ones who I've seen that haven't had a go at Labour so far is the Daily Mirror, because it is far to the left of The Guardian. It is so bad. But everybody else has turned on them.